Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Get Booked. Hey Jen, what are we talking about this week?
Well, I'm talking about something a little bit different, I think, than what you were talking about. But since it's almost Thanksgiving, we're talking about cooking and baking. I'm the more baking side because I like sweet things.
I'm the more cooking side because I'm a terrible baker.
That's not true.
So you're the sweet and I'm the savory?
Apparently.
It fits. I'm very salty. So, are you doing like a big Thanksgiving this year, or are you doing it small town?
I am not. So my husband and I generally do like a Thanksgiving meal in October by ourselves, and then we usually travel to Vermont and have Thanksgiving with different families. We're both from Vermont. Obviously, we're not going to Vermont, so it's different. And since we already had our Thanksgiving, I think we're just going to do like appetizers and foods that we love. But pumpkin swirl cheesecake is a must. I'm making that, and he's making like pumpkin keto cheesecake things, which
Your recipe sounds better.
Right?
Cool. Yeah, we usually host like a Friendsgiving, like because we're like the found family of our queer friends. But because of COVID, it'll just be me and my wife this year. So we're gonna do some favorites, but maybe try some new stuff too. Because definitely we won't need to cook as much food.
That is very true.
Although I still have to prep, because I don't like being the person that wastes the last minute, which usually I have been, and that's a horrible Thanksgiving day. So I'm going to do my pie crust this weekend.
Oh, nice.
So, just because they're always, like, it's not hard, but it's just, like, the extra time of doing it, and then I have to remember to put the butter in the freezer.
Plus it has to chill and all
Yeah.
that.
So, I did learn, so I can do pie crust that you grate the butter after it's frozen.
Oh.
To get it, like, get a really nice flaky crust.
I've seen that in the British Baking Show.
One of my friends told me, she also, I think, saw it on the British Baking Show. I watch it, but I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so I'll go first, because I have kind of like the before the dinner starts. So we're talking about like the full meal. So I'm going to start with one of my favorite cocktail books. This is called Contraband Cocktails. So How America Drank When It Wasn't Supposed to. So this is a really cool little bartender's book about Prohibition cocktails. So, I mean, let's face it, with COVID, we're probably not going to have the Thanksgiving we traditionally have. So let's try some new things. Like, let's make some new traditions. So that way it's not like that boring, horrible Thanksgiving. And be like, you know what, it was a tough Thanksgiving, but we tried some new stuff and it was kind of cool. Try a new cocktail. Also, this book gives you the history behind the cocktail, too, which is pretty neat.
That's cool.
The only thing I wish is that it had, like, better pictures, because it's just drawn illustrations or, like, old photographs, which was kind of cool, but I like a nice colored photo, which you'll see in several of the cookbooks I picked out. So, what's your next pick?
Alright, so mine is the only not dessert cookbook. I was like, I have to have one regular cookbook.
That's a solid cookbook, though.
Right? Connecticut Farm to Table Cookbook, 150 homegrown recipes from the Nutmeg State. So, Connecticut people, grab the cookbook, make something, and buy from your local folks, and have like a fun Connecticut Thanksgiving. These do have good pictures. Buttermilk fried chicken. That sounds good. The thing that I like too is it has histories about like the restaurants and about the farms and some really touristy type pictures that are not just food based, which I like.
Fun fact, I get to buy all the cookbooks. It's one of my favorite parts of my job. So my next one, going for the before meal, there is a tasting wine and cheese book. We have An Insider's Guide to Mastering the Principles of Pairing.
I almost grabbed that, but I knew you'd get it, so I left it on the shelf.
I know. We have another cheese book and I couldn't find it, and I was like so upset because like I bought it like within the past like 3 years. But yeah, it also has great pictures, and you get to learn a little bit about cheese and like which wine pairs well with it. I mean, unless you're like me, you just get the box of wine, which is not quite what this book is going for, but you could with this book. Alright.
Plus cheese. We are both big cheese heads.
We are.
Alright, so my next two, I'm just going to do them together because they're both pies! I am a huge, huge pie fan. I have loved pie since I was very small.
I actually have a new pie book, but it has not come for a November book order yet. But it should be here soon.
Ooh. Okay, so that looks good. This is me. Grape and fig pie. I probably would never try that, but the picture looks good.
I would eat that.
So the pictures are kind of in the middle of the book, which isn't my favorite part, but lots of double walnut pie. I wouldn't like that part either. But pie here, and then we've got a DK pie. Oh, I love the DK books. This has sweet and savory pies, so if you're like Mary or like me, it's all the same. Oh, smoked salmon and dill tart were in the savory. Let's get to the sweet part. Ooh, Victorian plum pie.
Ooh.
So, you know, nice pictures, nice recipes. Banana shuttles. I've never heard of that. Things you've never heard of. Which works.
Well, yeah, I mean, I watched the Great British Baking Show. I've learned a lot about things I never thought I would know.
I love how they have, like, brownies and mini cheesecakes with also, like, weird things that you've never heard of, but people have issues with brownies and mini cheesecakes, and I'm like, I could do that.
Are you talking about, like, the current season? Yes! I was like, this is the one challenge I could do, because my peanut butter chocolate brownies, which I never make anymore, I should make those.
I want them. Make them.
Sorry, okay, after Thanksgiving, I will make the peanut butter chocolate brownies. They're
Don't
not...
put peanut butter in the brownies.
It's travesty.
I know.
Well, peanut butter is also not as big of a thing over in the UK than it is here.
They had really weird brownies. Okay, they had enough about brownies, but they had really weird flavors.
Okay, bringing it back to Savory. We have gone down a dark tunnel of chocolate. I also have America's Test Kitchen, the side dish Bible. So if you're looking for, like, to spice up your turkey, like, say you're going to go traditional and you're going to do the turkey again, but you want some different side dishes, or maybe you're not finding the side dish you usually love at the grocery store because people are panic buying, please don't do that. Try this one, because there's a ton of, like, really great sides in here. Like, there's quick collard greens, which are a favorite of mine, roasted asparagus, let's see, braised red potatoes with lemon and chives. That sounds fancy. So, but yeah, what are you laughing at?
I wouldn't eat any of those because I'm a horrible eater.
I eat everything.
I know. Well, you should go again.
Okay. This is also another book that I grabbed, so if you're deciding, I want to do something new, but I want it to be simple, we have the Half Baked Harvest, super simple. It's more than 125 recipes for instant, overnight, meal prepped, and easy comfort foods. And when I grabbed this partly because of easy and comfort foods, because it is getting colder, we are still in a pandemic, give me the mac and cheese.
Right?
Actually, this isn't the cookbook that I'm going to talk about mac and cheese. But there's, like, some cool stuff in here. You got appetizers and sides. There's, like, zucchini bites with goat cheese and thyme with prosciutto. That's pretty cool. I totally said that word wrong. We're just going to roll with it. There's a Honeycrisp apple bourbon smash. There's even some, like, quick drinks in here that you can make that are festive. So yeah, that's one. What do you got?
Cool. Alright, I've got mug cakes. So, if you want a sweet dessert, but maybe not, you know, spend 5 hours making a masterpiece, the showstopper, you can do mug cakes, which are made in the microwave, usually about 5 minutes. There's lots of different ones. Ooh, pink champagne mug cake, hazelnut Nutella mug cake.
Yes.
Sesame ginger mug cake. Okay, maybe not that one, but you get the idea. And then there's this one, which is also another mug cake. This one says ready in 5 minutes. Banana mug cake, mug carrot cake, ooh, salted caramel mug cake. I don't know how to say that word. Ooh, mug apple crumble.
What if you only have a teacup?
You could do it in a teacup, I'm sure.
Okay.
It might have some of the ingredients you need, like, more because you have, like, a lot of flour.
Just trying to see if I can throw you off.
You didn't.
Nope,
Nice try.
It didn't. So my next book's called Jubilee, Recipes from 2 Centuries of African-American Cooking. So this is a great book if you want to do something that's a little bit non-traditional as far as, like, your main course if you don't want to do a turkey. Also, there's some really awesome sides in here, and you'd actually be surprised that how much of American cuisine actually does take from the African-American experience. I'm from the South, so, like, black eyed peas I could totally have for every holiday meal. Like, I am a big fan. Always have to have them for New Year's, but I will eat them all the time, especially for Easter. I don't know why. Maybe I'll do black eyed peas this year. I haven't done black eyed peas in a while. Sorry. I'm very excited all of a sudden about Thanksgiving. We got a week to go, but here we go.
Because we're all talking about stuff.
Well, yeah, he's also got really good drink recipes in here, too. I found it, which of course it's not opening to, but there was a apple cider hot toddy, which sounds perfect for the season that we're in. Just like some fresh lemons. That would be amazing. All right, your turn.
You should go again.
Okay. Just because it's Thanksgiving and pumpkin, we have a whole recipe book that's just pumpkin. It's called Purely Pumpkin, more than 100 seasonal recipes to share, savor, and warm your kitchen. So maybe you cook down too many sugar pumpkins for your pie, if you're like me, and do it from scratch. Jennifer's just like, no, get a can. But if you have extra left over or you want to try something new, there's tons of fun pumpkin recipes in here.
I bet there's pumpkin swirl cheesecake in there.
Probably.
Alright, so this one, the next couple ones I have are in the teen collection. Oh, The mug cake books were definitely in the teen collection too. This one is Sally's Baking Addiction. I'm really all about the sweets. This I totally make. Glazed cherry crumb cake. Yum. So there's lots of different cakes. Here's a banana chocolate chip layer cake. There's cupcakes. She also has, I think, a candy book that we have upstairs too. Lots of great pictures, nice recipes, fun, delicious.
Cool. So this next one is by a YouTuber, Hart. She thinks she has a Food Network show now. I used to watch it when she just did My Drunk Kitchen. So this is My Drunk Kitchen Holidays, How to Savor and Celebrate the Year. She has a whole section on Thanksgiving. There's also, Hannah Hart's also really funny. So if you're looking for like a quick, funny read, it's in here. And she also has suggestions for pretty much every holiday. I think there's even one for Arbor Day, possibly. There's one for April Fool's. There's one for Earth Day. It's a doomsday prep. But the Thanksgiving one is more the traditional stuff that you would expect. But it's just a really fun little cookbook that I just wanted to highlight.
Nice. Alright, my next one is Teens Cook. So I'm a little bit away from the sweets, but there are some nice cookbooks out there for teens. Oh, but look, there's cinnamon rolls.
You're making me hungry.
Get too far away. Taco salad. Again, good pictures. Ooh, vegetable lo mein. Good pictures, nice recipes, easy to follow. That's what I like in a cookbook.
Especially if you want to get those teens cooking. Maybe not for Thanksgiving, but for the holiday weekend so they can like pull their weight in the kitchen. So my next book, also a celebrity, it's Snoop Dogg's From Crook to Cook, Snoop Dogg's Platinum Recipes. So I love Snoop and Martha Stewart together so much. It's so great. This cookbook's actually really solid. One of our coworkers did the mac and cheese and said it was awesome. So also if you want to do like he's got some great side dishes in here. If you wanted to like try something else, like a prime rib or something for your main meal instead of a turkey, try Snoop's cookbook because it's really good.
That sounds really good.
The pictures are really great too, and it's funny as well.
I love good mac and cheese. Who doesn't really?
I mean, I don't know. People that we're not friends with because they don't like it. I don't know.
Alright, my last book is Sweet Revenge. This is the passive-aggressive desserts for your exes and enemies, which is hilarious.
Wow, that's a mood for 2020.
It's so good. So like, there's really good pictures. I gotta find a good recipe. Ooh, You're the Devil food cake. Again, just cute pictures, good stuff. Let's see what's another one. Ooh, Stop Texting Me, You Crepe. I love it. I love it. So they're just funny.
It's bad. It's so bad. I love it.
It's great. Like, the recipes look easy, stuff you have in the kitchen, and it's cutesy and funny and hilarious.
Okay, so my last book is, so you've been cooking in the kitchen. Instead of throwing out your scraps, keep your scraps. Because the book we have is Cooking with Scraps. So this isn't really a Thanksgiving cooking book, more of like a after Thanksgiving of stuff you could make with it. Like you could do like broths and stews and soups and all kinds of other things that this book will tell you how to do. So this is kind of like making what you got with your vegetables, and I think it's mostly vegetables. Yeah, peels, cores, rinds, and stems into delicious meals. Kind of stretching it and getting some more life out of that.
Nice.
Alright, so that is Thanksgiving meal prep with Mary and Jen. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you, in a couple weeks?
So we will not be here next week, because we'll be post-turkey pieing, probably not turkey either of us, but post-pieing, and, that sounds really weird. But we'll see you the week after with a new fun edition. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Have a good Thanksgiving. Enjoy your turkey. Or if you're like me, your tofurkey. Alright.